Welcome back to At the Van Wezel. I'm Mary Bensel, your Executive Director, and I'm here with Deb Yates. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm more than glad. Deb has been an usher here for, what, 5 years?
5 or 6 years,
And you bring the husband along?
Oh, yeah, Rick comes along. Yep.
And you enjoy it, doing it together?
Yes, it's just like a date night. You know, we get to go out. We don't always sit together because we have different assignments, but that's all good. You know, we get to see so many different things, and I love being a volunteer, and now I've got him into the volunteer spirit. So yeah, it's been a very good thing.
And we were talking a little before we went on the air that you are sort of in a related business. You're a travel agent.
I am.
What has that been like for you?
Well, you know, people are so ready to get out and move and get and just.
Well, I went to
travel.
Tahiti.
And I know it sounds like an amazing trip. I know I've been to Cancun and Vegas this year, and I've got other trips lined up. But it's like the airports are packed, and people are really following guidelines, you know, just like we're going to have here with masks.
Yep.
And the social distancing, you know, sometimes the airport was not quite so social distant.
No, the airports that I were in, nor was the planes that I were in.
Right.
But you know, everybody complied with wearing masks.
They did.
And you can imagine going as far as I went, I was on 3 planes, 24 hours of traveling, and people all complied. And,
right.
You know, we've all got to get through this together and be kind to each other, because I continue to say it's not a political issue, it's a medical issue and
yes,
a medical
is.
crisis. So
yeah, and people are just so thrilled that theaters are opening back up down here.
Oh
and
my
they're
gosh,
so
yes.
ready to get out. And I mean, you can only watch so much Netflix, even though I love it. But,
I love it too.
But I really love the live theater and the Broadway and the singing and
Oh,
all
me
that.
too. I
can't
wait.
Yeah.
And you know, we've been bringing Come From Away for, gosh, 3 years, 4 years. What a
and
title.
that's the one that I'm really probably most looking forward to.
Well,
this year.
I'm going to make sure you get on that team.
I hope so. Yeah.
But we
real.
have 7 performances of that.
Oh, then I think I have a pretty.
You
good
have a pretty
spot
good
about
chance,
that.
you know. But how did you find out about ushering, and how did you get on the list? Because back in the day, before COVID, it was quite the hard thing to do.
It was. We were a season's Broadway subscriber for a couple years, and I know that I thought, man, I want to do that, be an usher. So I asked an usher, and they said, fill out this application. And it was 2 years before I could get in.
Yeah, because we had like 500 ushers.
Yeah,
you know?
and so I'm like, and finally, somehow I got picked, and I just have loved it. And the people on the team are just so great. The usher captains are great, and even all the people that we work with that are the management
And you
team.
do all kinds of shows. It's not just the
Right.
Broadway.
Right.
You get rock and roll, you get comedy, and then you get the little children.
I know, and I've been on all the teams, and so I'm probably crazy. I subbed so much and try to get to every show that I possibly can.
Oh, good.
And
what's it like to do the kids shows?
Well, it is so
These are our
cool.
school time shows.
Right. So the thing that I like, I remember Charlotte's Web, just to see the delight on the kids and then the participation of the kids. They just love it. And then, you know, the other thing that we always have for the kids is the orchestra.
Yes.
And they get to learn different instruments.
Yeah.
And I know our children got interested, involved in that.
At a young age.
Yes. And I think when you learn about it early, you have a better opportunity to learn. And no, I loved it.
And my favorite is when they turn the lights down and everybody's like, oh!
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's so cool to see the little children come and then see them grow up with us and come as teenagers.
I agree.
You know, and then they're coming as parents.
Right.
So that's how long the Van Wezel has been around.
It's hard to believe.
Now, what color, don't the teams be named by colors? What color team are you on?
I'm on the red team.
Are you the best team ever?
Oh, always. We got the best team captains.
Oh, good.
Ron and
good.
Marsha are the best. Yeah.
That's great. And I know some of our ushers had to drop off because of health reasons, but we also have picked up a lot of new people. So could you sort of tell people how they best could get in contact with us? Or
Well, I know that there's, I think it's subrequest. Ushers at subrequest.com or something is the email. I can't remember exactly.
We'll put it up on the...
But yes, and they're so good about that. I've recruited so many people this summer.
Oh, fantastic.
And people that live in my community and different friends, they know that I'm going back to the ushering again. And I'm like, well, just fill out this paper, and I've sent it to them.
Thank you so much,
Because I
Deb.
know we've lost probably a lot of people, but I'm not worried about coming back. I can't wait to get back in.
And what we're going to do, we have made the decision that while the COVID numbers are up and the Delta variant is out there,
Yeah.
we're going to wear masks. And we'll see what other precautions we can do. And then once the numbers get down again, you know, we're going to change that. But we have to keep the audience safe, and we've got to keep the actors safe. And so many actors are excited to be going on the road
They
and
are.
coming out. And, you know, some of the Broadway shows have already opened. They've opened Wicked. I think it was in Texas, and Hamilton opened up in San Francisco, and it's opening up in Jacksonville very shortly. So
I would love to have that here.
Yeah.
Why don't you work on that one?
I did work on that. Right before COVID hit, you know, I had a meeting with the producers in New York, and we were all set to go. I think it was next year's season we were going to have Hamilton, and then boom. And then all the performances that got delayed, suddenly you have to get back in the queue. So I got to try again,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, but
I
it's
think
always hard.
Wicked in Hamilton would be a big hit here, I'm sure.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Deb, I just want to thank you and your husband, and people like you that have such enthusiasm. You make our community a better place, because I'm sure you don't just volunteer at the Van Wezel. You're all excited about being out there everywhere,
yes,
aren't you?
Yeah, I just love being a volunteer.
Well, thank you so much. And please, anybody that would like to usher, it's a great fun thing to do. We have a party at the end of the year that's always a lot of fun. And again, many, many thanks. And I hope you're an usher for many years to come.
I'm planning on it.
Good.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in a minute with At the Van Wezel.